Good day, everyone. My name is Kolawole Damilare, and I'll be presenting data security in cloud computing using a hybrid algorithm approach. These are my outline. Despite the constant and rapid use of internet and computer resources in this era, the cost of accessing such computer resources still remain expensive. Cloud computing seeks to make computer resources cheap and available to all users based on their individual demands. It eliminates the burden associated with data storage and maintenance. Now, this technology is faced with various challenges like network trafficking, like security, of which this paper is focused on. Aside data security, data privacy and trust are also contributing factors towards shaping and advancing cloud computing. The privacy of data users' data is liable to be reviewed to third parties during the processing and computation of such data. Background of study. Data transmission security is an essential factor in network communication. Network communication is said to be safe so long the availability, privacy, and integrity of data can be properly secured. In order for us to focus, in order for us to maintain a high level of security, cryptographic technique must be introduced. Before any organization or individual would want to embrace a tech, they would want that they would need to store their data and have to do some uh, uh, organizational tasks on. They would need to know how secure this technology is, and if it is not secured enough, some organizations will not want to embrace such technology, of which actually happened when cloud computing just came out newly. The organizations were having this doubt: should I not use this technology? But with improvements in this technology, with security measures being improved, with a lot of things happening in the cloud space, organizations, we can see how they are embracing it now. So in this paper, we'll be using the cryptographic techniques, which is divided into two. We have the symmetric key algorithm and the asymmetric key algorithm. The symmetric key algorithm uses a single shared key between two or more users. The common symmetric key algorithm and data encryption standard, that's the DES, which uses a 64-bit plain text and also creates a 64-bit cipher. Then we have the 3DES, that's triple data encryption algorithm. It's also a symmetric key block cipher, which triples the data encryption standard, that's the DES cipher, to each data block. Then we have the AES, advanced encryption standard. The key length in AES algorithm is 128, 192, and 256. It is strong enough to protect the transmitted data, while the blowfish algorithm uses from 32 upward for 64, 44, 128, and more. Now, the aim to enhance security on cloud using an hybrid approach. Objectives: the research seeks to determine how to protect data from being attacked over the internet, to seek how to use two or more cryptographic algorithm can be how it can be made together to get better performances, to strengthen security on the cloud via an hybrid algorithm. Summary of the literature review. Various works have been done on data security by various researchers to strengthen security on the cloud. Cryptography algorithm has been used to enhance security on the cloud, which shows how powerful it is. The 3DES, AES, Bluefish, and other algorithms have been embraced to enhance security, and its efficiency is seen in all proposed algorithms. Seeing this efficiency, researchers employ merging this algorithm together to get a more efficient algorithm that can improve data security on the cloud. The hybrid algorithm aids in improving security with different security algorithms made together. The proposed hybrid algorithm uses both a symmetric and asymmetric algorithm for better security measures in the cloud. they follow they all follow the process of both encryption and decryption. When the file is encrypted, the original data is turned into a ciphertext that human can't understand. To get back the original data, we decrypt and encrypt file by using the generated key. A prototype is given below using a server and client based interface. Now, this is the flowchart for encryption and decryption. How our algorithm was programmed. The first thing we choose our, our document or our data. Then we apply 3D yes encryption on it. Now there's an hybrid encryption here, which we have the 3D yes and also the RSA. So once we have encrypted the 3D yes with 3D yes, the RSA then also encrypts the 3D yes, generating a secret key. Then we move on to the next. We have the SHA-3, and SHA-3 algorithm is applied on what we've encrypted here. So eh, then after we've encrypted with the SHA-3 algorithm, for message digest, we use the DSA. The DSA is applied on the SHA-3 algorithm for data signature. Now, after this is what goes on in the background once we embrace this technology, and after we've done this, after the system has done this, we send uh, our file. Now, the decryption process, probably once it has gotten to the authorized user, for instance, we select the file which we want to decrypt. Then now here we have the 3DS. Here the RSA decryption starts first. So we decrypt using the RSA. Then the three we apply the um, 3DS decryption algorithm. Then after which the message digest for digital signature is also applied. Now, if the uh, 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 the data gets to an authorized user once he has chosen such data to decrypt. Once the system flags it automatically decline the user from access. Compared to when it gets to the authorized user, it follows through this process. Then, if verified, we grant an access to the client or the authorized user. If not verified, if it's in the hands of an hacker or an unauthorized user, it declines them access. Now, this is the server and client interface. We we said we carried out this experiment on. Now, this is for the server. We automatically generate key. We set the program in the sense that it can automatically generate key. If you don't want the server to generate key by itself, you can actually type the key you want in this box. Now, after we've done that, we secure the key which we've typed. Then we open connection. This connection, once open, the server generates an IP, a secured IP address that can be used by the client. So once we've done this, we select the file we need to send, we encrypt, and we send. Then here, that IP address that the server sends to us is what we use in connecting to get this file that is sent from this place. Now, the IP address that the server gives, once correct, we connect. If it's not correct, it will decline you access. So after we've gotten that, we get the file, then we decrypt. So this is the box for the message digest. This is it. And this is our ciphertext. This is after decryption. This is our storage location. It can always the storage location can always be changed on that's dependent on the user. So result, the 3DS RSA and SHA-3 hybrid algorithm secures better than when it is applied individually. When applied individually, it doesn't give us this much security. The security is not as strong as when an hybrid algorithm is being used. The data is encrypted using the 3DS symmetric algorithm. The RSA is used to authenticate or validate that data that is being released to the right user, while the SHA-3 algorithm is used for data integrity. Using the hybrid algorithm, users are properly authenticated before access can be granted. If the user is tend to be an hacker or someone who just stumbled on the file and is trying to check what it is, the system automatically flags such person out and deny him access. So, but once it has gotten to the right user, it grants access. Now, conclusion and recommendation. This paper proposed a hybrid encryption methodology using a symmetric and asymmetric algorithm. In this proposed prototype, the data is encrypted using a 3DS symmetric algorithm. The RSA is used to authenticate or validate the data that is being sent. Then, why the SHA-3 algorithm is used for data integrity. Here, the data is first secured with 3DS, then secure. After it has been secured or encrypted with 3DS, the RSA performs a security, another encryption on it, which creates a secret key. Then the server is turned on and connection from the client. And once the client has connected successfully, we can easily transfer data from one end to another uh, for for other specific purposes. Now, since it is not a multi-client system, the server validates the client application immediately the connection is made. This is another area that this that we can actually improve on for future works. Uh, we can create a multi-client system so that this validation won't occur immediately. But even with it being a with it not being a multi-client system, it's still secured because without you connecting with the right IP address, you won't get access to whichever data that is being sent between the server and the client. Now, for other algorithms also can also be embraced, like the Bluefish, the AES. Yes, they can also be embraced and combined together to get a better performance since they have a bigger key length compared to the 3DES algorithm. Thank you. These are my references. Thank you for listening.